Back to the show. It's time for our second guest. This time around, not just one, two people are seated with me here in the studio. I mentioned earlier that it's impossible to write the history of Nigerian music, and not just in Nigeria, around the world, without mentioning the story of this man who has so passionately given to music, given to activism, and given to making each and every one of us happy. His name is Majek Fashek. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you, my sister.
And sitting right beside him is his manager, Omenka Uzoma-Day. He's the CEO, Miracle Day record label. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
It's such a delight to have both of you here in our studio, and I'm very, very excited about this. So now let's start with Mr. Omenka. Tell us about your first encounter with your artist.
Oh, I was very young. He used to live opposite me, the street where Onyofifa used to live at Maryland. Then I was very young. He would drive past me. I never knew that someday I'm going to manage him, you know. We knew years back, you know, so I went to music school. He was in music as a legend.
Wow.
You know, from there I studied music business and all that, you know. So it just happened that we just connected in America, in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles, yes, we connected back again and we start putting it together.
It's actually beautiful to, you know, go into your mind and see how long you've loved music, how long you've been into music, and when actually you discovered that you wanted to do this for life.
Yeah, I thank God. First of all, my mother live rest forever. My mother is already done. It's an elevated angel. She's an angel, angelic being. Oh. My mother was the one that inspired me because my first guitar was bought for me by my mother. So may I show her peace.
Amen.
So she directed me, showed me the way. She knew I was going to be a musician from childhood. So she knew my calling. Everybody have a calling. Kuzukote is a pastor. That's his calling. Adigboyi, all of them. Their calling should be pastoral. But my calling was to be a musician and a messenger. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And then the type of music back in the day, you used to do reggae music. But reports have it that you've changed the kind of music you do now.
I never did reggae music. Reggae music was played by Bob Marley and the Wailers. You see, that's why I mentioned my mother from the wrong start. You hear my music so long, that's not reggae. Okay. My mother always tell me, when we go anywhere, you know, in this day, young children, when your mother or your father take you somewhere, where somebody like who's eating food, your eye go enter, you know, like that thing, it's like, my mother will slap me, say, carry your eye, come on. So my mother taught me how to be original from childhood. Oh, where is one? My mother is a Benin woman. She's not Yoruba, my father is Yoruba. She will slap me, where is one? That means that is Benin, say, oh, where is one? That means you don't put your eye for that food. I will give you your own when we get to house. So my mother nurtured me and showed me how to be original from childhood. So my music is not just reggae music. Bob Marley play reggae music. But I play Pangolo, which is boss are playing now. But don't want to give me credit. That Wayo people. They are all Wayo people, all young boys. Let me create that music that they play so Pangolo. But like they call it Afrobeat. Somebody call it Pangolo. You see how stupid they are? They don't go school where? Now computer is fucked up.
True.
It's computer school they went to. See, me, I went to school. Where would you read? As usual. It was read by myself in Maryland. Me, I read school. I go school where? With a read book, we have to pass examination. Like in the classroom. But this computer has bastardized the earth.
So basically the internet, you can just go and type anything you want.
Yeah, like children playing games. So that's why the whole world is confused. That's why we have ISIS killing people, time bomb. That's what that man is. What is that about? That man is North Korea, president of Korea.
Okay,
Kim Jong-un.
It's a stupid ass.
So basically, sir, let's redirect the line of the conversation. Now let's talk about the rise of Majek Fashek, his music, his journey through the record labels. I reckon you mentioned that he was recognized as 5th in the world.
Oh, yeah, okay, because I have to rush in for celebration because I had a series of meetings in Los Angeles and New York. So I just realized that Africa and Nigeria as a whole, we need an eye opener to understand what we have. I was shocked that they flew me from Atlanta. I was shocked that Majek is still valued in the United States. The man I spoke with, Steve Wiseman, because last year I signed a contract in the US with Majek, with Bono, about 200 legends for Majek's song. That's what they are using.
I was
to
in
feed to
New York Times.
New York Times. That's what they use in feeding two big charity homes in the United States and to support humanity. Hillary Clinton is there, Bono, Chaka Khan, measure any top artist. That's what they're using right now. Go on the internet, that's We Are Not Afraid by Majek. You see. So this it was rated as number 5th in the world. I have all these documents. I'm going to upload everything soon. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is that Majek is an export. Just as we have cocoa, rubber, oil, and gas, Majek is another great export as in Africa as a whole. Somebody like Lucky Dube opened stage for him. Majek was with David Letterman, 92, before even Obama, before George Bush. When Majek is performing, people like Beyonce, Jay-Z, Tupac Shakur, they go watch him because he was there. Was in that league.
It's beautiful.
I was David Letterman.
That's David Letterman.
Beautiful.
You know?
I signed my contract
with Interscope
when I was 27 years old. You see, what my brother is saying is that according to Lord Jesus Christ, the prophet is never unknown.
In his own home.
Own home. You know, like when our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ were around, whenever I go to Lazarus, they say, go see carpenter begin. Because his father was a carpenter. But it was one that saved the world. It's our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So it's time for Nigeria to start to recognize and respect these young artists, our upcoming artists, for the upcoming children that is coming. Why America is greater than us, they respect their artists, because artists, they are the pastor or prophet. They are special human beings in every kind of field, that is even in acting. Our actress, the American actress and American actors, they are jacks. They pay them well. So Nigeria don't respect their actors. They don't respect their. I'm not talking about Nigerians. I'm not talking about people that are buying our record or people that are patronizing us. Do you understand? Get me right. I'm not talking about the media. I'm talking about what they call them. All these people sponsor corporate bodies. They are full of shit.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So let's talk about
Stop.
your relationship and with. According to the media, there were certain reports about you having abused drugs at some point and going to rehab.
Okay.
Was that true? If yes, tell us about it, please.
I never have abused drugs. I don't use drugs. You know, my wife broke my heart. See, when a woman broke your heart, when you marry a woman and she broke your heart, that's depression. I went through depression because I was disappointed. I didn't use drugs. Because in Nigeria, my wife was in love with me in Nigeria. She had 3 children for me. 3 boys. Boys, not girls. Because of the love she had for me, when I was going to America with my band, right?
Yeah.
I give her a visa. Because I did, because most of the time, the way Nigeria marriage is structured, Nigeria men only like to oppress their wives. So I wanted my wife to see another light, to see the other side of the world. That was the only way I could give her love, show her that I care for her. But when she come to America, I will come open. So that's what led to my destruction, to my depression. I went through depression.
And did you get help after you went into depression, or did you try to deal with it by yourself?
No, depression. So my friends helped me, Nigerian people. They put me where I can calm down from my depression.
So at the point when you were depressed,
So I never took drugs.
you never took drugs?
Yeah, more so, let me enlighten you more about this. Because very soon there's an untold story of Majek. Do you understand? Because they want to see it in the media. It's what the media tell people. That's what people will listen to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, about, like I was saying a month ago in New York when I had a meeting, you know, the white people, they don't understand the African style of doing things. So after Majek traveled, after the tour with Jimmy Cliff, he did with Tracy Chapman, he did with Jimmy Cliff. So Majek needed to go. They said their regret is to allow Majek to come to Nigeria. So immediately Majek left United States, coming back to America from the airport. They told me this, what they saw was different. Something went wrong. The Nigerian guy there told me that something went very wrong.
I bought some equipment.
Because when Majek left, it was very okay. When he came, that it was tracked from Africa, not drug. Majek problem is a spiritual problem. I have all the icons. I did a lot of findings in the United States. So this part of depression, do you understand?
From the part of his wife having broken his heart.
Apart
and then
from
there's also
that,
spiritual
you know,
problem.
so spiritual problem, it affected him because then he was supposed to do stuff with Bono. Because even with Bono, they applied to work with him. Do you understand? So that problem, he started having a lot of challenges.
So the spiritual problem we're talking about now, is it from when he was in Nigeria
When he went
or
to Nigeria,
those in
no,
America?
No, when he arrived, according to their story. But the guy told me, but white people don't understand what that means. It is not drug. I lived with Majek more than 5 years, 6 years. Yeah, he used to take weed, but he stopped weed. Majek only goes on wine once in a week. He doesn't do all that anymore. But hard drug, Majek never takes it. Believe what I'm telling you. That's why we say there's another untold story of Majek. That's why I say it's what the media say to people. That's what people listen to.
When I was in America, God glorified me. I got an international contract with Interscope at the age of 27. So I came, so the money I got from the deal was a lot of money. I never said that kind of money for my life. So I said, okay, let me come home and celebrate with my people, Nigeria. So I wanted to start a recording studio. I bought a mixer, 48-track mixer. And I bought speakers, JBS speakers. That was in the 90s. I mixed a lot of money, up to about more than $200,000. So, and those equipment, when people say, I take drugs, I do this, I drink. I don't drink again. See, I never took drugs. Thank God, if I took drugs, I won't be sitting here with my brother. So that I can contribute to the music industry in Nigeria at that time. So I bought 48-track mixer. I flew the mixer, I didn't put it on a ship. I flew it was freight, airplane.
You know what I'm saying? Normally you ship. That the success was too much, the money was too much.
Money was big.
Equipment that can be used for a full concert, he flew it with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's so much we need to ask you, but I think this show is not enough to talk about all that you've been up to. We have a very short video when David Letterman introduced you in 1992. We'll take a look at this video and we'll be right back to wrap up things here with Majek Fashek and his amazing manager. If I remember the song very well, So Long, Too Long, I think you released it somewhere around 1991?
92.
92. How old were you then? You looked so young.
Yeah, my wife was taking good care of me that time.
Oh, how old were you? Can you remember how old you were then?
I was about 30.
30. So is it okay to ask you how old you are now?
I'm 45.
45 now.
Yeah.
He's laughing. It doesn't look like that 45.
I said, no, he started something.
Is he telling us the truth by telling us he's 45?
Rastaman is always young.
Rastaman is young. It's when your comedy sing, you can't be old man.
Okay.
So he's always 45 every year.
So you're 45 every year?
Yeah. When your comedy sing as a woman, you become old.
Okay.
Because things make you old.
All right.
So Rasta don't die.
Okay, so real quick, before we jet out of the studio, what's the project for Majek Fashek now?
Okay, good. He has a 17-piece band. He's been playing, and he just launched his album September 10, and he did his 30 years on stage. So he's been having gigs outside the country, not really more. We only did Celebration and Oba Benin, but we are still open for gigs in Nigeria as well. So the album is out, Weep Not Children, you know, and the 2 videos will be dropping.
How many songs did you say on the album?
8 tracks.
8 tracks.
Yes,
okay.
we did one with Two-Face.
Beautiful.
That's Holy Spirit. Then the album has message.
Is it the remix of The Holy Spirit we knew from back then?
No, just to know.
The album is called Weep Not Children. You know what inspired that sound? Nigerian recession. How can Nigeria be having recession after God bless us with oil, cocoa, butter, garri, everything? Because our leaders are thieves. That's why Nigerians are having recession. So we dedicate, me and my manager, we dedicate that song.
So beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us. Weep Not Children out in September.
It's out.
It's out now. It came out in September.
September.
8-track album. Where can people get it?
Full of messages. It's on Music Plus.
Music
MTN,
Plus.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
very soon to be distributed nationwide.
Nationwide. And we look forward to seeing the untold truth of Majek Fashek.
Yes, a lot, you know, because there's not much time, but untold truth about Majek, untold stories. How it started, everything we've been piling up. Even the Americans, they have all the information they want. You know, even in Jamaica, they have some too. We're traveling a few days' time because they actually invited
The beauty of my
music and everything.
God bless Nigeria.
Yes.
In the nearest future, I'll be the president of Nigeria.
And I'm going to be the chief of staff.
All right, you heard it first on Hello Nigeria. In the nearest future, Majek Fashek will be the president of Nigeria, and
Because
his manager, Omenka Uzomade, will be the chief of staff in the nearest future. It has been such a delight to speak with the future president and his chief of staff. Remember to join us tomorrow on Friday. We have another fabulous show lined up for you. But thank you so much for joining us today. Bye-bye.
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. I look forward
to enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.